Set 2 statistics on your screens. Adamson out-attacking the NU Lady Bullpups 14-11 despite the good blocking from NU. But it was their service. 2-point edge over the Lady Bullpups in that category. Meanwhile, NU really has to limit their errors here moving forward if they want to keep this game close. And despite having 4 more errors, there's still a lot of things to polish on if you're NU. They need more variation from their attacks. Set 1, you had the middles activated, you had the wing attackers activated on different times. But during the start of the second set, it was all Berayo, which made it easy for Adamson to adjust their defense and contain the NUNS Lady Bullpups. Gonzalvo with 12 points, Berayo 9 points to her name so far. It's been a showdown between both of these players. But Adamson was able to exploit the NU place early on in the first set, serving towards Berayo, knowing that Navarro would go to her early on, limiting her output here for the Lady Bullpups, thus getting the set 2 win for Adamson. Different target here. Doroha is the target of Adamson. Bartolabak from the pipe is checked, and Gonzalvo gets an attack error for the first point of the set. We want to see more activity from these NU Lady Bullpups. Navarro at the service line. Garces activating her middle. Ordoño. And this time getting the kill block for Adamson. And once Ordoño and Dizon got it going in set number 2, that's when Adamson started pulling away here against NU. So it's nice to see. It's good to see that early on they're being activated already. Their efforts are being rewarded by their setter. Garces with the serve. Navarro, back set. Goes to Bulandres. No go. Free ball for Adamson. Pineda, Garces, back set. And Bulandres unable to handle that attack from Adem. Total team effort here for Adamson. Let's not forget the defense that Pineda has contributed to her team. Stable coverage, stable reception. It's been a one-man show for her here in this match. Navarro goes to the middle, straight to the net. Seems like this NU system isn't working as it should here in this match. Let's see if Navarro can recuperate. Navarro goes to Berayo, checked! 2 kill blocks for Ordoño, to the delight of her teammates. And this is what I was saying. In set number 2, they were able to adjust to the approach and the offense of Berayo. Now 2 kill blocks for Garces. Gold, check. Berayo this time tried to find the hands of the blockers, getting that point to go for NU. And this is what she needs. She just needs to see 1 point to go through. Mika Gold in the match, trying to mix things up as Coach Carl de Maculangan. Berayo with the serve. Garces sets up Gonzalvo, blocked. Adi Agustin says no entry in that play. Bam Berayo getting ready to serve. 4-3 is the score. Quick scoring here in set number 3. Back set. Oh, ball is still alive. What a chase here from NU. Oh, and there is a player down. Bulandres crashing hard onto the bleachers. That was a hard hit. Happened right in front of us. Bulandres being helped here by our medical team. She went straight, ran straight through the bleachers. Her leg caught the first row, her chest on the second row. And this is something that we don't like to see in any game, but Bulandres able to stand up on her own. She is being assisted though by the team staff. And this is tough because she's been a spark off the bench for Coach Carl, whether it's through the double substitution or now that she's playing as a starter in set number 3. Our medical crew, of course, quick to act on her injury. Just having a discussion now with the NU medical crew as well as the UAAP medical team. Well, we hope it's nothing serious as Berayo is at the service line now. Berayo with the serve. Back to action here inside Paco Arena. Berayo with a good save. Garces. Oh, that's a miss set. Ball is still alive. Long rally. Point, however, will be given to NU. At least we see, at least from my angle, that Bulandres is walking without any assistance. You see her on your screens, which is hopefully a good sign that it's nothing serious for the player of NU. Gold opens up to Bartolabak. Berayo still at the service line. NU now with the lead, 5-4. Bam, straight to the net. Elaine getting ready to serve for Adamson. Game is tied at 5 here. Chance for them to take the lead. Misreception. Bartolabak challenging the blockers of Adamson. Martin, cross, scored, kill. Martin has been efficient here for Adamson. Good serve from Elaine. Free ball, Adamson. Garces signals her play. Look at Adem. Adem with a push. Another chance. Garces goes to Martin again. Checked. Our middle blockers coming alive in this match. Adi Agustin, 2 blocks now for her. Garces in front. Underhand set from the pipe. Gonzalvo scores for Adamson. You have to credit the out-of-system plays of Adamson really getting the most efficient option available despite, like what I said, being out of system. Credit to the setter, Garces. Down the line goes Obera. She's been quiet in the match, but that spike should get her going. Obera getting ready to serve. Slash. Targeting Pineda. Garces, back set. This will be a free. Oh, what a lucky break for Adamson. Adem had to adjust. But she gets the point for the Lady Baby Falcons. Miscommunication there on the side of NU. Adem now serving. Score is 8-7 in favor of the girls in white. Gold goes to Ella. No go. Martin. Despite being one of the smallest spikers on the floor, she delivers the sharpest hits. Talking about Crystal Martin. Adem with the serve. Gold goes to the middle. Checked. Ball is still alive. No call. Crystal. Clear. Lucky break there for Adamson as they recover from that crazy sequence. They build a 3-point lead against NU. Coach Carl is forced to call for a timeout. Bulandres getting iced on the bench. Getting attended to by the medical team of NU. Welcome sign that we saw her walking on her own as she crashed on the bleachers here inside the Paco Arena. But Adem and the rest of the Lady Baby Falcons finding their groove again here in set number 3, courtesy of Crystal Martin, who scored 3 points already just in the last 3 sequences for Adamson. Whoa. Ella gets the point and stops the bleeding for NU. As Ella gets ready to serve, we would like to welcome you again and thank you for joining us on the Pilipinas Live app. You're watching the Season 88 Girls Volleyball Tournament. Miguel de Guzman calling the shots here in the battle of the undefeated. Garayo finds a way to score, cross-court kill. Bartolabak at the service line. Gold doing a good job spreading the offense here for NU. Cruz, great at the net. Garces, however, has done an awesome job herself. And that is 3 straight points for NUNS. Game is tied at 10. Strong rotation here for NU. Adamson needs to get a side out. Gold has Dizon in front with her. Let's see what they will run. Pineda. Oh, Martin will roll this to the other side, but Ella was there. Miscommunication on defense. And just like that, NU regains the lead. What a back and forth match we're having here in set number 3. Bartolabak at the service line looking to extend the lead. Straight to the net. I should keep quiet. Every time I say that comment, leads to an error regardless if it's on the NU side or the Adamson side. Hold my breath whenever they're serving. Crystal Joy, who's been big for Adamson here in set number 3, serving. Which means Garces has Dizon in front. She's been activated well. But Berayo uses the hands of her block to get the point for NU. Gonzalvo with the nod. That sails outside. Berayo asking for it. Let's see if Bam will get it from Gold. Receive ni Bam. 1-2 play by Gold. No go. Garces goes to Gonzalvo. Clarification here from the first, second, and linesman to make sure that they get the call. Point NU. And no reklamo yung Adamson dito. Gold serving full front line for the Bullpups. Good serve. Ball is up. Free ball. Gold calls a play. Combination from the middle. Good read from Ordoño. Garces opens up. And this will be 4 touches called on NU as Elaine Gonzalvo gets the point for Adamson. Garces rotating to the back. She's about to serve for Adamson. Berayo asking for it again. A good reception can send a play towards her. Oh, too close to the net. Owning up to it. Adamson here again targeting Berayo. That's back-to-back service appearances where they've gone to Berayo. They did the same in set number 2. 3 straight. Forcing the misreception. Berayo sinubukang bumawi. And that will be no touch called. Berayo says yeah. No check. Point goes to Adamson. This has been a play that they've been running over and over again in set number 2. Adamson exploiting it. Berayo is going to get targeted here again. No. Back set. Obera with the attack. Adem is checked at the net. Obera is checked as well. Garces opens up to Gonzalvo. Coach Carl forced to call a timeout. NU now leads them 16-13. Adamson rather leads 16-13. It's that left pin again for Adamson that's been doing wonders for them. Whether it's Martin or Gonzalvo. Doon po porsyento si Garces. Nalulusutan lagi yung blockers ng NU regardless of the rotation. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go to that again. Bartolabak and Berayo have been the target by Garces. Let's see if they run the same play or will they mix things up. Bartolabak reception, gold, goes to Berayo, check. Loose ball. Free ball, Adamson. Garces, back set. Adem. Oh, and there's a collision there for NU. At the net. Agustin, slow to get up. But she seems fine. Scoring run here by Adamson. NU needs to get the side out. Free point, NU. Berayo, who's been doing it all for the Bullpups, up to serve. She's been receiving, attacking, defending. And let's see if she can get an ace. Oh, a good reception there. Garces opens up to Gonzalvo. A lucky break there for NU. Gonzalvo with a sharp attack. Well defended by the Bullpups. Berayo still serving. Garces surveys the blockers. Misreception, out of system. She will go to Gonzalvo. Good up by Doroha. And Bartolabak finds a way to score for NU. Lead is down to 1 now. This rotation has been kind for NUNS. Berayo with the serve. Good reception, out of system. Down the line by Gonzalvo is called outside. They said there's a touch, but none is called. Quick to regroup. Ordonio signals that it's okay. We got this. Coach JP says, however, manigurado tayo. Let's gather the troops first. Try to calm everyone down. We'll be back with more girls volleyball action. Timeout ends. Game is tied at 17. How many times have we said that the game is tied? Especially at this part of the match. Both teams offering us a good matchup in this Wednesday afternoon here inside the Paco Arena. Berayo still serving for NU. Garces at the back. Adem will run to the opposite side of the court from where she came from. This leaves space for Gonzalvo to go for the kill. Gonzalvo now at the service line. Adem in front together with Ordonio. Ace. Martin rotates to the left side again. She was very efficient here. getting 3 points the last time she was in this rotation. Outside! Give one, take one for Adamson. Number 14 is replaced by Koha again here in set number 3. They've done this strategy before. This is to have a better floor defender to replace the middle blocker. Garces, nice D-ball set, but that's checked at the net. Koha with the game tied at 19, here to serve for NU. Crucial stretch here. Pineda with the reception. Garces. Crystal checked. Ball is up. Free ball. NU. Push too much. Gonzalvo trying to look for an open spot at the back of the court. Unable to get one for Adamson. Sam getting ready to serve. Adamson needs a side out here. NU regaining the lead. Chance ball out of system play. Martin cross court. Birayo was there. Oh, and that Bartolabak attack finds a finger. There's a check ball. 2-point lead now by NU. Coach JP will burn his second and final timeout here in set number 3. We'll be back with more girls volleyball action. Everything working now for the Lady Bullpups. Nazareth School of National University with a 2-point lead against Adamson University Lady Baby Falcons. Koha serving. 2 straight points here for NU. Koha trying to extend the run. Pineda with a better reception. Crystal Martin, cross court. Good read from Birayo. What a push. Ball is still alive. This will be a free ball. Gold chooses the hot hand. Bartolabak, well defended. Martin will try out of system. Gold, pipe. Birayo. That sails outside according to our first referee. No touch. Genevieve Belen in the match. Janessa Buhay, one of the best servers of Adamson. And I say that with my fingers crossed not to jinx anything here for Coach JP. Let's see if she can be effective here for Adamson. Good serve. That sails outside. Good target. He just overcooks it ever so slightly. Slash Obera getting ready to serve. 2 points up for the NUNS Lady Bullpups. Adamson has to go on a run now. NU looking to close things out. Crystal Martin checked at the net. Second try, back set, goes to Adem. Check. Good defense from Birayo at the back. And Bartolabak is rejected. 21-22. Adem serving for Adamson. Targeting Birayo as usual. And Bartolabak finds a hand and gets the point for NU. Chance of NU, let's go inside the Paco Arena as they are 2 points away from taking a 2-1 lead. Adamson will not let this go that easily. Bartolabak with the serve. Garces off the hands. Oh, Adamson saying that there's a touch. First referee will try to clarify again to make sure of this call. This will be a crucial call in this part of the match. Whistle is blown. Point goes to Adamson. Crystal Martin serving. Bella Cruz wants it. They need a good reception in order to run the play for her. But I'm sure Birayo will also be one to start this offense. She is. She was the target. Goes back to her. Birayo off the hands of the blockers. No more timeout for Adamson. Koha will be replaced by Agustin as she rotates to the middle. Cruz replaced by Penol. Cheska will serve. NU is at set point. Garces looks at her options. Coach JP helping her out. They need a good reception here. That is outside. That is outside. Substitution here by NU. Cruz back in the match for Penol. Adamson puts back Ordonio to replace Buhay. No room for error now for Adamson. They have to tie it in this sequence. Otherwise, NU will be up 2-1. Dizon with the serve. Cross court. Another good dig from Dizon. Birayo tries for an off-speed hit. Catches the Adamson defense off their feet. And just like that, NU takes set number 3. 25-23. It's been a close one here. We'll be back with set number 4. You're watching the UAAP Season 88 Girls Volleyball Tournament. Here are the statistics from the just concluded third set. NU ever so slightly taking the edge against the Adamson Lady Baby Falcons. They had more attacks, one more block point, but they gave up an ace. Very, very close affair here in set number 3. This is the closest we've had, actually, here in this match. Talking about in terms of statistics and, not a lot of errors. only on one side. Adamson had 8, but NU only with one more. Adamson with one more error only against the 8 of NU, which isn't that bad compared to the set 2 statistics. It took the last at least 5 points of the match, of set 3 rather, before we can find out who would be the clear winner there. But until the last rally of that set, we no one was clearly above the other. Gonzalo with 17 points, Berayo 15 points for NU. Both of them pacing the offense of both of their squads. But of course, special mention to Crystal Martin and Akela Bartolabak, Ella Bartolabak rather, who's been sharing the load with both of their teammates. Set 4 is about to begin. Garces with a set. Goes to Gonzalvo. Gets the first point of set number 4. Gonzalvo serving. They lead 1-0. Gold, still the setter here for NU. Block at the net by Ordoño. Elaine getting ready to serve. 2 straight points now for Adamson. Good reception. Gold goes to Berayo. Off the hands of Gonzalvo. Berayo has been the anchor of this NU offense and defense at that. Up to serve now is number 3. Pineda to Garces. Ordoño is checked there. Garces goes to Crystal this time, who's blocked by Agustin. Bam Berayo serving for NU. Game is tied just like that. Pineda has been their target. Back set. They go to Adem. Good defense from Bam. But Agustin unable to connect with Gold. Ordoño serving for Adamson. Gold, back set. Goes to Obera. Garces opens up to Martin. Checked at the net. Gold. Good check there. Long rally here. This is the longest of the match so far. Gold. And Bartolabak ends it on that attack. Adi Agustin serving for NU. Game is tied at 3. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes to a 5th set. But NU leads 2 sets to 1. Crystal off the hands of the blockers, and that's a point. Slight collision there with Cruz at the net, but everyone seems to be okay. Second referee checking upon them. Adem serving for Adamson. Straight to the net. Obera isn't their number one option in this game, but she's been efficient for NU. Same with Adem for Adamson. Their attack efficiency is probably the highest of both of these squads. Bartolaba rolls it to the other side, and that sails outside. Crystal Martin up to serve now. Adem getting instructions from Coach JP as her teammate is up to serve here. Adamson with a 1-point lead here in set number 4. Crystal staring at her target. Goes to Bartolaba. Bartolaba attacks down the line. No, cross court rather. And that's good. Bartolabak and Berayo have been the only targets of Adamson on the service line, trying to limit their production, trying to slow down their offense, but no sweat, says both of them. Berayo, highest pointer for NU. Outside. Dizon, another efficient player here for Adamson. I'm going to look for more plays from Garces to Dizon here as our match progresses. Gold goes to the middle. Check. Good up by number 9. Bam! Scores for NU. Ella Cruz now serving for NU. Targeting Gonzalvo, who unloads that attack for Adamson. She liked that one. NU won in the finals in season 87, a 2-game sweep in straight sets, both games, to get the win. Finals MVP was Erneche, who's not with NU anymore. Talking about the Bullpups, graduated already. Meanwhile, Adamson still has Gonzalvo and Pineda, their libero and team captain from last year. Berayo stopped at the net. Point goes to Adamson. There will be a timeout here called. We'll be back with more volleyball action. You're watching UAP Season 88. Full front line for Adamson as Garces gets ready to serve for the Lady Baby Falcons. 6-9 is the score, but NU leads 2-1. Good serve, targeting Berayo. Berayo will push this one to the other side. Rejected by Adem and Ordonio. Garces still at the service line. 4-point cushion now for Adamson. This time targeting Bartolabak. And finally, an activation from the middle. Agustin scores for NU. Garces signals to play. But Gold is up to serve. Full front line for NU. Martin. Back set to Adem down the line. Doroha was there. Opens up to last year's Rookie of the Year. Lorraine Gonzalvo gets the point for Adamson. Imagine the future that Gonzalvo has, being under Coach JP, who has molded the likes of one of our spectators here today, Shaina Nitura. It's exciting for Philippine volleyball. And NU as well, lucky to have Coach Carl, known to be a good development coach. I wouldn't be surprised if these names show up on the big stage sooner or later. May it be in the Women's UAAP, the Premier Volleyball League, or Alas Pilipinas. All teams you can catch live on Pilipinas Live when they have their games. So download now and catch volleyball action on the app. NUNS cutting the lead down to 2 here. In fact, some of the girls here on the court right now have represented the country in various international tournaments, winning podium finishes for the Philippines. NU on a run here. Lead is down to 1. Coach JP will be forced to call for a timeout. Adamson Pep squad here cheering on their schoolmates. Siyempre, yung NU hindi rin papatalo. A good student section here as a lot of spectators came to Paco Arena to watch both of these teams wrap up round 1 of our girls volleyball tournament. And what a matchup it has been. Martin, cross court. Hesitation, slight hesitation from Doroha leads to that point. Adamson, 2-point lead now. No lead is safe here. Hanggang sa mga 20-22, nagkakahabulan pa tayo. So I wouldn't be too confident if I were Adamson, as that error, unforced error, gives NU a free point. Agustin. Addy will look to serve towards the libero. She's been the target all match long. Gold goes to Bartolabak, who's rejected at the net. Coach Carl choosing to field in Gold. Navarro on the sidelines trying to see the action. What a hit, but that sails outside. You know, sometimes it's not about being the best player, the best option, pero yung chemistry eh. Minsan mas maganda yung timpla ng mga tao sa loob, even if it's not the usual names that we're seeing. Of course, we can't say that for NU because lahat ng mga nasa lineup nila dito are prize recruits or prize names that we will be seeing for a long time. Good reception there from Droha. Second try, Gold. Goes to Obera. Check. And Dizon converts on the regalo given by NU. Adem. That's a 3-point run by Adamson. They now lead by 4. Adem with the serve. Is this going to be an ace? Yes, it will be. I've mentioned her name earlier. One of the most efficient contributors for Coach JP. You don't always hear her name in this match, but her service ace forces Coach Carl to call for time. Adamson leads 16-11. Adamson slowly pulling away here, but NU still has a lot of time to get back in this one. Cruz is in front, communicating with Gold. Garces already signaling her play. Adem getting ready to serve. Libero change here for NU. It's now Belen receiving for the Bullpups. That is back to back for Adem. Give me another one of them aces. Gets, di ba? Adem. Back to back. Another one of Adem aces. Okay, back to the action. Adem with the serve. Gold, underhand set. That sails outside. Bartolabak overcooks that one. She will be replaced by Tayag, who saw action in set number 3. Quick substitution. Let's see if she can make an impact here in set number 4. Talking about her stint in the previous set. Adem. Lethal from the service line. Good service there. Gold goes to Cruz, who dumps it. Jao, regalo. Lucky return there for NU as Crystal gets that point to go for Adamson. They are cruising here. And with the way that it looks, the way that this game has been going, we are going the distance to 5 sets. 6 more points to do that if you're Adamson. NU needs to go on a run now if they want to remain flawless as early as the 4th set. But another ace from Adem, to the delight of the Adamson faithful inside the Paco Arena. Head coach JP giving number 13 a hand. Back to business. Serious face ulit after celebrating her 3rd ace. Adem loads up. Straight to the net. Coach JP says, no. It's fine. Go back on defense. You've done enough in that sequence as we see team captain Rain Navarro coming back in the match finally for NU. There will be a 2-setter lineup here for the Bullpups, the Lady Bullpups. Navarro serving, Gold in front. Garces goes to Crystal. No touch. No touch. this is what I like about this Adamson team. They're very honest in terms of calling for the touches. Sila mismo yung nagsasabi sa mga coaches nila na, hindi, coach, walang touch. Or maybe because they have a 7-point lead, which with the way that they're playing is enough of a cushion to force this to 5. Navarro with the serve. Good reception from Pineda. Garces to Crystal. Clear attack. Martin has been money with her cross-court attacks in this game. From the left pin, her efficiency is as high as it can be. Martin with the serve, targeting Doroha. Another point scored by Adamson. 3 more to send this to a 5th set. Prior to this match, UST pushing Adamson to 5 sets. NU dropping 2 sets against 2 different opponents. Service error there from Adamson. Tayag heading to the service line. 8 points separating them and the Lady Baby Falcons. Pineda with a good reception. And D-zone is activated by Garces. Jana D-zone up to serve. 2 points away from extending this game. Gold goes to Bam. Back to her again. Power tip is good off the hands of Adamson. Koha back in the match as a service specialist. Koha serving. Good reception from Martin. The middle. Oh, lucky break there for NU. Miscommunication. Low set there from Garces to Ordoño. Koha with the serve. Garces opens up this time to the Rookie of the Year. And that's a point for Adamson. Birayo appealing to our first referee. But the call stands. Adamson now at set point. 24-16. Garces serving. The rotation is in their favor. They have a full front line. Look for Garces to target Birayo. Short serve off the tape of the net. And through their service, Adamson extends this match to a 5th and deciding set against their fellow undefeated team, the Nazareth School of National University. Set 4 ends 25-16. We'll be back for set number 5. Set 4 statistics, Adamson, everything working in their favor. Out attacking, out blocking, and out serving NU. 25-16 is the score. Let's see who will take this fifth and deciding set. Gonzalvo with 22 points, Martin with 17. Adamson leading scorers. Meanwhile, for NUNS, Berayo with 20, Obera with 7. To open set number 5 up, Garces will be serving. Her ace sent us to this fifth and deciding set. Good serve there. Navarro back in the match for NU. But that attack error by Bartolabak gets the point for Adamson. Elaine getting ready to serve. Targeting Bartolabak. Bartolabak will push. Good save there from the setter. What a spike from Gonzalvo. She's been clutch for this Adamson team. Two straight points now for the Lady Baby Falcons. A good serve, same target. Same play run by NU. Garces will unload once again. Gonzalvo, same result off of that same play. And it's now 3-0. Coach Carl will call for a timeout. He needs to find a solution here because it's only a race to 15 here in set number 5. Three-zero lead now for Adamson. Ordoño has been clutch for them. Garces as well. Gonzalvo. It's a total team effort for Adamson. Same goes for NU. Everyone contributing. Lahat ng pinapasok ni Coach Carl, ni Coach JP have put their fingerprints on this match. Garces with a set. Check ball asked for. None given. That ends the 3-point run by Adamson. Adi Agustin getting ready to serve here for NU. Let's see if they can cut down on this deficit. Targeting Crystal. Garces goes to Gonzalvo. In the terms that we always use in volleyball, si Garces, pumuporsyento na dito kay Gonzalvo. And let's not forget, she has a finals appearance under her belt. Our former Rookie of the Year talking about Gonzalvo. Garces. Gonzalvo from the pipe. Asking for a check. And it is given by our first referee. Gonzalvo is feeling it here in this match. Elaine. Talking to Elaine. Number 1 giving number 9 some tips to calm her nerves down. Good serve. Targeting. NU. Checked at the net was Obera. Garces goes to Crystal this time. Good read from Doroha. From the pipe, Beraya was checked. Garces goes to Martin. Longest rally of the set so far. Good dig from Pineda. Garces to Martin again. Let's see if she changes things up. Back set. Adem. When you need a point, just dial 13. Cheska Adem will answer the call. And speaking of 13, Navarro will be replaced by Gold again. 5-point lead for Adamson. First to 15 here in set number 5. NU has what it takes to get back from this deficit, but they have to act now. Good serve, back set from Gold. Good up by Gonzalvo. Martin unloads off the hands of Berayo. Everything working right for Adamson. Gonzalvo still serving. No pressure now for number 9. This will be a free ball. Garces goes back to Adem. Oh, miss set. Had to adjust there. She was surprised. Lucky break there for NU. Obera will be replaced by Penol. She's up to serve now for the Lady Bullpups. Penol with the serve. Garces sets up Martin. Calmly walks back in the Adamson huddle. Both teams will be switching sides now. We are in set number 5. Adamson leads 8-2. It's a race to 15 here. Let's see if Adamson can keep it up, or will NU be able to come back from this deficit? We've seen crazier things happen in volleyball. Hope is not lost if you're the Nazareth School of National University. But at the same time, if you're Adamson, you wouldn't want to waste this opportunity to end round number 1 with a 7-0 record in a big win at that against last year's finals winners, last year's champion, last season's champion, the NU Bullpups. Coach JP will call on the number of Buhay. 6-point game. Berayo knows this will go to her. Same as Bartolaba. Buhay taking her time. It goes to Berayo. Gold activating the middle. Free ball. Gold. Underhand set from the Roja. Checked at the net. What a block there from Adamson. Timely defensive presence. 7-point lead. Coach Carl forced to call another timeout. We'll be back. Substitution here for Coach Carl. Bortolapak will be replaced by Tayag. Defensive purposes because they know that Buhay will be targeting Berayo or Bortolapak's zone. That's been given this entire match. That's been the given this entire match, regardless of who's serving. Tayag with a good up. Tayag gets this one, challenging the Adamson blockers. Gold goes back to her. Twice rejected. Third time's the charm, is it? Drop ball, well read by Martin. Back set to Adem with a smile to match that kill. Jessica Adem. Save for that last miss attack has been spotless for this Adamson team. Whether it's on defense or offense, she's been big for Coach JP. Gold goes to Tayag. Blocked. Free ball, Adamson. Garces goes to Martin. Straight to the net. Buhay is replaced by Ordonio. Tayag will be serving. 7 points, last push, 10-3. Pineda with a good reception. They go to Martin, who's checked. Good cover by Pineda. Gonzalvo from the back row. Good read. What a dig from Gonzalvo. Checked at the net, not over. Some gamesmanship from Elaine Gonzalvo after digging that Bella Cruz spike from the middle. Tayag still serving. 6 is their number. Regalo is converted by NU. Down to 5 now. That's back-to-back points for NU. Coach JP will gather the troops. Hindi, maninigurado na siya dito. In a rematch of last season's finals, Adamson has a 5-point cushion over NUNS. Can they finally solve the NU riddle here in the UAAP? Martin outside. NU fans coming to life here. Tayag still serving, 4 points, separating both squads. Here comes the serve. Pineda steady as usual. Free ball, Adem. Gold goes to Berayo, checked at the net. Berayo tries again. This time it's good for Berayo. And just like that, the momentum has swayed to the side of the Bullpups. Tayag looking to keep it that way. Doroha barking instructions for their defensive pattern. Garces goes to Martin. Good dig from Doroha. Gold. Checked at the net. Good save. This will not be they will not make this ball cross to the other side. A great hustle there from NU. Navarro on the bench. Gold doing a great job stepping up for her team in this part of the match. Gold goes to Birayo down the line. Hits the coach. Adamson can feel it now. But NU still wants a crack at this. This game won't end until a team scores 15. So this is far from over. Serve from Adem. Tayag colliding. Down the line. Birayo gets it to go this time. Substitution here. Cruz will be replaced by Koha. Coach Carl wants a defensive presence after the serve. Martin has been money with her cross-court kills, so that's why Koha is here to defend in the place of Cruz. Free ball NU. That will not cross the antenna. 12-9. You can feel the intensity inside the arena. Koha at the service line. 12-9. Gonzalvo with the reception. Martin cross court. That's why Koha is inside the match. And Birayo will not find the check. Going back to the prior play, did you see that cross-court kill by Martin? Koha was there to defend that attack. Great call by Coach Carl because he knows that Martin will be the option. Speaking of Martin, she's at the service line, 13-9. 2 points separating Adamson and the flawless record here in the girls volleyball tournament's first round. Checked. Gold will serve. Obera is in front for NU. She's there with Agustin in the hot hand Birayo. Underhand set. Cross court. What a dig from Doroha. Gold goes to Birayo. Yes, sir! Coach JP will be forced to burn his final timeout. Just when we thought that all hope is lost for the defending champions, the Bulldogs bite back. Adamson, 2 points away from getting this match. NU, 2 points away from tying this match. Who will get those 2 points first? Let's find out after this serve by Gold. Set goes to Gonzalvo. Check. Pineda with the up. Gonzalvo again. Block touch. No coverage for NU. Lady Baby Falcons huddle in the middle. They can feel this win. It's within their reach. Doroha You see her. She wants to receive this. Good reception from Doroha. Gold goes to Berayo. Oh, this will be a free ball. No. What a cross. Gold. Regalo. There will be a net touch. Point goes to NU. Game's not yet over. 14-12. No more timeouts for both of these teams. NU had to claw their way back from 7 down. Adamson just needs one more point. Garces. Checked at the net. Good cover by Pineda. Second try from Gonzalvo. And that is a check ball! The Lady Baby Falcons storm the court in triumph as both coaches shake each other's hands. Adamson getting the win against last year's champions, last season's champions. What a big confidence boosters for these Adamson Lady Baby Falcons. What a way to do it in 5 sets. Let's not forget one of their products in attendance, Shaina Nitura. I'm sure she's smiling from ear to ear. Coach JP, that's his second win today. He came from a game against the UP Fighting Maroons. Got a win there. Make that 2-for-2 for Coach John Philip Yude. Great playmaking from Garces. Steady defense from Adem and the rest of the Lady Baby Falcons. But one player who stood out in today's match is none other than last year's Rookie of the Year, Gonzalvo. Was clutch to start set number 5. That set the tone for Adamson, which is why we chose her to be this game's player of the match. And take a look at that. 28 points, 25 attacks, 1 block, 2 aces. Adamson remains unbeaten here in the UAAP Season 88 Girls Volleyball Tournament. Take a look at the standings. Adamson, 7 wins, still has that 0 under their loss column. NUNS, however, has their number 1 or their first loss in this season. It's still a long season to go. It's just the end of round number 1, and we can't wait to have you guys back with us here on the Pilipinas Live app to witness the second round of our Season 88 Girls Volleyball Tournament. On behalf of the team, we would like to congratulate Adamson. My name is Miguel de Guzman. You're watching the UAAP Season 88 Strength in Motion, Unity in Action.